Okay, we have a new board game ready for Christmas called Journey to Bethlehem. You can print it now on Two Way Kids. The first page here is just a written instructions, but I'll also explain it to you in this video. What you need to print off is the game board, will be in two pieces. Then we have these, which are the tokens. You can use these as your characters to move throughout the game. So there's 2 pages of tokens, the final game board. And there's also a 3D printed file which you can use. Then you can print your own 3D donkey, and you can colour the top section whatever colour you want. Pick your family's or children's favourite colours, so each team will have a colour that they like. So the first job to do is to get your board game pieces and to cut them out carefully, and then we'll assemble them together. When you get to this point here, we want to cut as close as we can to the actual colour bits without overlapping them, because after we're going to tape the back to fold it. You can see I've cut it, now they're really close together, and we can fold it like this now and then put some tape down the back to complete the board. So now we just want to turn it around. We can line up, then we can tape the back. Now we have the option to fold the board. Next in the game we have the coins, the water and the food, and of course our tokens if we're using the printed ones. So now you just want to go ahead and cut all these out individually and keep them in their sorted piles. So once you finish cutting out all your pieces, if you're using the donkeys, the printed ones, all you need to do is fold them in half. Then fold the bottom bits out like that, and then you have your game pieces which you can move around. So at the start of the game, once the players pick which donkey character they want to use, they also get 6 coins to start, 2 water and 2 food. Now depending on the number of players and how easy you want it, you could add more coins or less coins. So the game works by a fast movement and a slow movement. If they spend 1 water, they get to get the die from the cup and roll it. Then they get to move that number. So 3, for example, 1, 2, 3. However, if they choose not to spend 1 water, then in which case the donkey can only move 1 space. So they move on to number 1. So anytime they want to move fast and roll a die, it costs 1 water. Anytime they just want to move without rolling a die, then they just move 1 space, but they keep their water. So as the game continues, they roll and we have different things along the way. Let me just explain to you what they are. This is the merchant stands, and you'll see these. At the merchant you can trade any one of your things for any one other thing. So I could trade 1 coin, for example, for 1 more water, or I could trade 1 water for 1 food, or 1 water for 1 coin. So 1 to 1 value, and they can make up to 3 trades at that place. Another time they can trade is any time which a player is on the same space as them. Players can trade as they wish between the other player. This is a hard road. You'll see the muddy puddle with a rock. When they arrive here, the only way to pass it on your roll is to use 1 food. If they don't use a food, you get stuck on that place. 1 food, you can carry on. So if you roll a 6, they would keep going to 6. You see a well. At a well, if you stop at a well, on your next roll, you get to roll a dice. Whatever number you roll, so you have a 4, you would collect 4 more water to your collection. And then you stop, and then on your next turn, you roll again if you choose to spend 1 water, or you just move 1 space. So in the final one we have here is a tax gate. You'll see them here and throughout the game. And the tax gate, if you want to continue through it, you need to spend 1 coin, you give that into the bank. If not, then you get stuck there and miss a go at the tax gate. So that's basically all the parts of the game. So it's important that players manage their resources so they have what they need to move quickly. The goal is to get to Bethlehem as quick as possible, but to enter Bethlehem costs 2 coins. So as players arrive for the end of the game, they will need to pay 2 coins to enter into 58 and go into Bethlehem and to win the game. If they arrive here and they would only have 1 coin left, then they would have to go back down to the well to get more water, or back to the merchant to swap some resources they have to get coins and then move back forward. One of the important things of the game is anytime you're moving, you have the option to move forward or backwards. So I'm going to go without spending any water. I could move 1 that way or 1 that way. That's useful if you need to get to a well or a merchant. If you do a fast roll, so you spend 1 water, now you roll, then you could move 4 in that direction, 4 in that direction. And also on any move you make, you have the option to stop at the place, but then you turn stop. So if I was here and I roll a 4, for example, I could still stop at the well, but I missed them 2 extra spaces. Or I could stop at the merchant if I was here and I would lose those extra spaces. So you can stop anytime you want to, say moving in the direction, stop, but you lose any extra rolls or spaces you may have. And that's basically a game. It's a race from start to finish. Spend 2 coins, get into Bethlehem, first player there wins.